Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Cloud Learner Pro channel. So, in this channel, we are going to learn about virtualization today. So, first of all, what is virtualization? So, virtualization is a concept which is derived from a software. So, that software name is called as hypervisor. So, what is hypervisor? So, hypervisor definition, I can write something like this. Whereas hypervisor is a software that enables us to run multiple virtual machines on a physical servers, whereas each virtual machines works as same like the physical servers. So with this hypervisor, what we can achieve? So what we can achieve is we can utilize the hardware resources very efficiently. Like if I give an example here. So let's say we have a physical server. On top of physical server, normally we can install an operating system and we can run one application. But if you are going with hypervisor software, we will be installing this hypervisor software on top of physical servers. And on top of physical servers, we can create multiple virtual machines based on the physical server capacity. So with this piece of software, we can able to run multiple virtual machines on top of physical server, which acts or which works same like physical servers only, and we can install multiple applications on top of these three VMs depending on the resource availability. So this is the efficient way of using physical hardware servers by installing Hyper-V and creating multiple virtual machines on top of them. Let's take a simple example to understand the virtualization concept. If we take this as a physical server, and the physical server capacity is something like this, like CPUs, 15 CPUs, memory 20 GB, hard disk, which is 1.5 TB. Okay, hard disk is 1.5 TB. So this is the current capacity of the physical server. And on top of physical servers, normally what we do, we normally install an operating system and we will be either hosting our application or website. This is the traditional way of hosting application on top of normal physical server. Here what we are going to do, we are going to understand whether our server is really occupying or using the complete capacity. If my server or if my application is not using 100% or is not even using 50% of the capacity, if the utilization is somewhere around CPU is consuming only 3 CPUs and memory is consuming 4 GB and hard disk is consuming around 200 GB. So that means it's not even half of my server capacity. So if I talk utilization is half of my capacity, even I'll be still left out with half of my server capacity. So how we can efficiently use this physical server is, instead of this layer, what we do is we will be going to install a hypervisor layer here. So hypervisor is a piece of software or itself a software which will enable us to run multiple virtual machines on top of single physical server. So I'm mentioning here hypervisor. So this is a hypervisor. On top of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to install multiple virtual machines. So I'll just remove this. I will be hosting multiple virtual machines here. So like say for the current capacity of physical server, I can host 4 virtual machines. So like this, I can host 4 virtual machines. So instead of running a single server and running a single application and wasting lots of resources, whereas we are not able to make use of the physical server capacity, so it's better to run a piece of software which is called Hyper-V and run multiple virtual machines and run different applications on top of each virtual machine. So this is very beneficial for us, right? Whereas in this scenario, we are running 4 virtual machines and we can run 4 applications on top of each virtual machine, and also we can use the server capacity efficiently, whereas each virtual machine is using 1/4 of the capacity. If we calculate for 4, it will be nearly 100% capacity. But we should not be using 100%. We should plan in such a way the capacity should be at least 80% or 70% so that we have a redundancy. But just for an example, I given, if we consume 1/4 of the capacity of server for each virtual machine, we will be able to run 4 virtual machines here. So this is a simple example which I can give to make you understand how the hypervisor is beneficial to us. And this piece of software, hypervisor, is also of two types. This software which we are installing on top of physical server, this is called as bare metal hypervisor. Bare metal hypervisor. And we have another type of hypervisor which is called as host hypervisor. Okay, so this host hypervisor is something which we can install on top of virtual machines, like it can be on Windows and Linux. Bare metal is something which we can install only on top of physical servers. So this is the overview about hypervisor and its functionality and how we can efficiently use physical servers by using a hypervisor software. A quick intro about it. Yep, thanks for watching the channel. Thanks much.